Hey guys, this week I'm continuing my series on your thinking, feeling, and your way of being in the world. How this applies to your work is that if you can better understand your emotions, you can better understand your thoughts and who you are, you can operate at your best. If you don't understand any of this stuff, you can be a victim to it. It can stop you being who you truly are. So what I'm going to cover this week is three things. I'm going to cover the role of thoughts and thinking and in relation to who we are. I'm going to then cover the different types of thinking that you might experience and going to get you to observe that. And then what I'm going to cover is what we do with negative thoughts, troublesome thoughts, thoughts that create an negative emotional response, because that's what negative thoughts are. So before we do that, I just want you to relax, take a deep breath, and be aware of your own thinking. So you'll either have right now thoughts going through your head. Should I be listening to this topic? Should I be listening to this person? Do I want to keep listening? And you're kind of evaluating this experience. So often we have this ongoing dialogue in our minds that gets in the way of our direct experience. And that's often people's experience of thinking, is this ongoing garbage, blah, 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 blah. And that's why it's so important to manage it. So the first thing to recognize is that you aren't that. You aren't your thinking. Many people think that what they think is who they are. And we know that's not true. And the reason is this, is because if you stop thinking, which is what I'm doing right now, we don't die. We're still here. We don't go anywhere. So there's still an us that's not our thinking. So it's really important to separate yourself from that, distance yourself from that. You're the awareness of your thinking. You are not your thinking. Second thing is to recognize there's sort of three types of thoughts we have. The first thing that most people are aware of with the mind is how incredibly creative it can be, in the sense that we can envision something that's not directly in front of us. Think about a blue banana. We can think of a blue banana, incredible abstract thought. But that's also the thing that gets us in trouble when it comes later, when I talk about our ego-based thinking. Because it's so creative, it can also create troublesome thoughts. So the ability to envision the future, the ability to solve complex problems, to think through problems, is exactly what the mind's designed to do. It's designed to learn. And in its learning, that learning is designed to feed our soul, make us a better person, improve who we are. That's what the mind's designed for. The second part of the mind is the no thinking mind, which I'm not going to get too much into, but that is actually a state of the mind. The mind can have moments where it's not thinking, and that's often when it's at its most relaxed and most creative. That's okay. And then the third state is what I call the ego state, which is where you are trying to, where there's things that have happened in the past that you aren't able to let go of, that are stored within you, that come up, or you're worried about the future. And this is the kind of the noise, the garbage, the churning over and over and over again. So just over the next coming weeks, months, aim to recognize this different type of thinking within you. The most important thing when you're managing negative states. So how do we know why do we have negative thoughts? We don't actually have negative thoughts. What we have are thoughts that create negative emotional responses. Fear, anger, sadness, uncomfortability. So start to observe any of those emotions within those emotional reactions within yourself. If you get that, that's an opportunity for you to work on that. And what we don't do is resist it, deny it, or try and control it. We just accept that thinking. We accept those emotions. We try and learn from them. We relax into them. So key things, key actions, key lessons from today. One is you are not your thinking. Second is there are different types of thoughts that it's really important for you to observe and be aware of. And the third is when managing negative thoughts that come from negative emotions, it's absolutely critical that you don't deny, control, or repress those thoughts, but you just try and accept them and work with them. Hope that's been useful. See you next time on The Reason on the Road.